I'm just so excited to film this video. I have wanted these shoes, I've had my eye on them for over a year. Let me scoot my chair closer. I've wanted these shoes for a really long time. I haven't pulled the trigger because I'll let you in on a little life bit, but I've never bought a pair of designer shoes full price, like full retail price from the store before. It's a lot of money to spend on a single item. I wanted these shoes for so long, so it was finally time to pull the trigger. Plus, it is Libra season. My birthday is a week away, so this was an early birthday present to myself. Because this is my first retail designer shoe purchase, I have a lot of thoughts that I want to share with you about whether or not these shoes are worth it. I also want to talk about sizing, since the sales associate did let me in on some information that I want to pass on to you. And I want to walk you through the best part, the most helpful part, which to me is a wear test. So yeah, the shoes are cute, they look great on, but how do they wear? How do they fit? Do you need to break them in? And I have those answers for you. So if you're interested, or if you just want to watch me unbox some super cute Prada loafers, then keep on watching. While you're here, don't forget to follow me over on Instagram and TikTok as well. I post a lot of fashion and lifestyle content. I will leave my links for that down below as well. Okay, let's get into the unboxing. So as you can see by the title of the video, we are unboxing the Prada chocolate brushed loafers. And I got these bad boys from the Prada store here in Vancouver. I think you can also get them from the Holt Renfrew in Vancouver as well. I really wanted to go into the Prada store and have the whole Prada experience though. So that is where I went. And I will say that because I've already done a wear test, I'm going to be doing the unboxing, but it's not a true unboxing because I've already unboxed them. I reboxed them to the best of my ability. So this is the approximate unboxing experience. So I left the Prada store with this bag right here, the beautiful classic Prada shopping bag. The one thing that's missing is a little Prada bow here. I don't know where it went. I think Mars ate it or stole it or something, because I can't find it anywhere. And then inside we have the Prada shoebox. You can already smell the leather. And it comes wrapped up really beautifully with this blue ribbon. And then inside the Prada shoebox, we have a dust bag. And then we've got the paper with the Prada logo on top. And there are the shoes. So this of course isn't how they came originally. I did, like I said, already unbox them. Threw out all the paper. So this is about what it looks like. And voila, this is what the Prada loafers look like. They're so gorgeous. I got them in black, as you can see. I think they have white available now as well, but I really wanted to go classic, and so I chose black. So you can see they've got the Prada silver stamp on the inside here, and I got the silver colorway. I know that these come in gold as well. However, the gold has been pretty much impossible to find. I might have preferred gold because I'm a gold hardware kind of girl, but I actually don't mind the silver look of these. And I'm gonna give you an up close and personal look at them as well. So here is the loafer up close and personal. I did inspect these when they originally came and they were immaculate. There were no scratches, no scuffs, no nothing. I will say that if you do see any sort of dust or marks now, you will see that there's a little bit of a scuff here on the toe. That's because I have been wearing them out for about a week now, so that is to be expected with regular wear and tear. Someone told me that this is the chocolate indent, and you'll see that it's all the way around the loafer, and then you've got the raised stitching of the leather here just around the toe, and that is what the shoe looks like. And I also want to point out that on the inside here, right here, there is a stretchy band. The shoes aren't completely stiff. They are designed to have a little bit of a bend at the top for you, but I will get into that a little bit later when we talk about sizing. Now is the part of the video where we are going to talk about the wear test that I've been taking these shoes on for the past week. So I've worn them for a couple different days just to get a feel of how they wear. The first day that I wore them to an office for my job. So I styled them with a really cute little outfit for work. I work in marketing, so it's a primarily seated job, but I walked to work and then I wore them at work and I walked home as well. And I wore them with a pair of just regular white socks and they fit like a dream. They were so comfortable to walk to work in, they were comfortable to sit in all day, and they were comfortable to walk home in as well. The only thing that I noticed is that this width part here, you can definitely feel the stiffness when you're wearing the shoe. It's not, in my case, it wasn't uncomfortable or anything, but I could definitely feel that, like, yes, the shoe does run a bit narrow. I was feeling it, but it wasn't causing my toes to like rub together or anything. It wasn't uncomfortable, but there was definitely a pressure there that I also expect will soften over time. So it's not so bad that I would recommend sizing up, which we'll also get to when we talk about the whole sizing thing and why I chose the size that I did. The second time I wore the shoes was also to the exact same scenario. I wore them to the office again. They fit fine, they wore fine. I was feeling pretty good about them and I was like, okay, awesome. I don't even have to break these in. This is going really well. I have no blisters, no cuts, no nothing. Like, these are fitting so well. I was actually very impressed because I thought that wearing these was going to be similar to a Doc Marten, where again, you've got that really stiff leather that you really have to work to break in. There was absolutely none of that, and they were very, very comfortable to wear. Now, the third time that I wore these shoes was actually yesterday, and that was a little bit of a different story. So I wore them down to Fort Langley, and it was the first time that I was taking them on a little Instagram debut. I was going to be shooting some Instagram content with my shoes, which I was really excited about, and I wore them the same way that I'd worn them before, with just regular white socks. Okay, so I walked around Fort Langley for maybe 3 to 4 hours, and the shoes were wearing fine. They weren't as comfortable as sneakers. They're leather shoes after all, and it was a hotter day out. But the shoes were pretty comfortable. Like, my feet were starting to get a little bit sore near the end just from like standing for that long. But it wasn't until I changed into my thinner socks that I started to have some problems. When I changed into the mesh socks and I was walking around for maybe 30 minutes in those with the loafers, I did get some rubbing on my left foot. I had like a little bit of skin come off, and it was like pretty sensitive to walk in the shoes after that. If the back of the shoe kind of like caught that area again. That's not an unrealistic expectation if you're going to be wearing leather shoes with no socks or a thinner sock. If the shoe isn't broken in, you're definitely at risk of getting some rubbing around the ankle, maybe the heel, since this is like pretty, if you know this leather, you know, if you've gotten like a Doc Marten before or any sort of like low leather shoe where the leather is like quite stiff, then you're gonna know what I'm talking about. Would that keep me from recommending the shoe? Absolutely not. If it comes down to not wearing a thinner sock, or if you are gonna wear a thinner sock, just make sure you have a heel protector or some band-aids handy, then absolutely, like, not a deterrent at all. Which leads me to the next thing that I really want to talk about, which is sizing. Do you size up? Do you size down? How do the shoes fit? Let's answer some of those questions, and then plus I'm going to share with you the information that the sales associate shared with me when I was in the Prada store and trying the shoes on. The lady was explaining that because of this elastic band here, you are going to have some stretch right across the top here, but that should be the only place that you feel tightness. She was saying that if you feel tightness up here, that's okay because the leather will like stretch and soften, plus you have this elastic band, so you're good there. But if you're feeling tightness anywhere down here, that is likely a sign that you need to size up. I got my true to size. I got my regular size 8. I wear an 8 in all of my shoes. I'm like a true 8. And I got an 8 in these as well. I do have a little bit of a gap at the back here, the tiniest bit, but you don't even notice it when you're walking, and these shoes are actually quite comfortable. I also tried on the 8.5, and those were way too big. Like, they were the clump, you know, when you're walking and there's just too much space in a shoe and you get the clump. I got the clump. So we went with the size 8, and I absolutely think it was the right choice. No other size would have been a good fit for me. If you're a true size in all of your shoes, then you can be pretty confident in getting your regular size in the Pradas. And then I also want to share with you what I paid for the shoes. I actually have my receipt right here that came with the shoes. So let's see how much they were. Okay, so the shoes retail for $1,250 Canadian. And here in BC, we have a 12% tax rate. So the tax came out to $150 for a total of $1,400 Canadian. Okay, so now that we've dished about all things pricing, sizing, are they comfortable, I really want to show you how they look on. Let's do that. I'm gonna put them on right now. One thing that I would recommend investing in as well is a shoehorn if you don't already have it. I have one coming. It breaks my soul whenever I feel my heel pressing against the back here, because I want to preserve these babies for as long as I can. So I have bought a shoehorn so that I can just like slip them on super easily in the future. Alright, that is the video. I really hope you enjoyed this thorough review of the Prada chocolate brushed loafers. Please let me know in the comments down below if you're thinking about getting these shoes. If this video helped answer any questions that you had, I'm always really curious to know what kind of value that you're taking away from these videos so that I can be sure to include them in future videos. If you're also thinking about buying the Prada loafers and you're based in Canada, I'll include a link for you down below, as well as for my American viewers. I'll have a dedicated link for you as well if you're interested in checking the Prada loafers out down below. I'll also have links to all of my socials, my Instagram, my TikTok, as well as my small business. If you have a dog, I highly recommend checking out, yes, dog treats. And I hope to see you in whatever video I decide to make next, maybe a vlog, maybe an Instagram video, maybe another unboxing, who knows. All right, bye.